And we're live. Yay! And that is Kim, right on time to join us for the first live stream of this month on my channel. I'm here with CJ, Sarah, and Sky, and we're going to do writing sprints. So if anyone starts joining us at some point and wants to write with us, we'll announce them in the chat and on video. So yeah, how about you guys say hi, because I'm rambling already.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Maybe we should add, hi, I'm Sarah and I'm a sugar addict to that.
Right?
We can start the Sugar Addicts Anonymous or something.
Right?
Hi everyone, I'm Sky.
Sky, we all know you're secretly a sugar addict as well. So stop pretending.
Pepsi.
Oh, this is not conducive.
What isn't?
Oh, my setup, because I had to move because my stepdaughter's on the couch.
Oh, the setup is not working. Yeah, no, I totally get that. I would hate for a new setup when I'm trying my hardest to write. So how far along is everybody in their Nano project?
I'm at 8,008, and I am going to run real quick and see if I can grab a different thing. So
Sure.
I am one word less than Sarah. I'm at 8,007.
Awesome. Sky?
I'm at 13,540.
Oh my God. You're so far into this. I'm at 10,549. God damn it. No, I feel
Joining
so.
writing sprints.
Yeah, no, writing sprints help a lot. Also,
Yeah.
not being half asleep helps. I find, yeah. So, okay, so the idea for today is for us to do 20-minute sprints and take 10-minute breaks. And we'll go for a few of them. When we get tired, we can just stop and, you know, rant about everything we've written. So, yeah. I think I have a sex scene somewhere in today's chapter, so that should be interesting. I find
It's always fun to write.
Well, I'm writing a romance, so there's sex scenes.
Yep.
It's allowed.
Well, I write them into everything because I'm a big believer in writing the world as it is. And I don't know anyone in real life that is married or in a relationship and generally only kisses and has sex off screen. That doesn't work for me. Well, unless they're asexual, but that's different, so. Hey, Jasmine is joining us today.
Hey, Jasmine.
Oh. Hey, Jasmine. I'm back too. I got a lap desk. We'll see if this works better.
Okay, so we've at least got one person we know is watching us, so that's fun.
Right, right.
I feel less lonely now.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. So, you okay, Sarah?
I am. I got a different table, so hopefully this will work better.
You have the exact same table I have, the one that's on the bed next to you.
Yeah, that's Carissa has one too, and hers has a, or CJ, sorry, I call her Carissa too. Hers has a fan in it. Mine does not. Mine's not that fancy.
Yeah, I couldn't find that either. I wanted a fan one. But now I'm using it as a nightstand besides my bed.
Nice.
Well, it's a small room. I don't want a lot of furniture in it, and I had to have the laptop table for whenever I get sick and have to work in bed. So
Right.
doubles as a nightstand. Works for me.
Yeah.
So you guys wanna start at 10 past?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking we can do it in half an hour increments, have 10 minutes of a break and 20 minutes of a sprint, and that works out nice and it's easier to keep track.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Claire is here too. And it's 1 in the morning for her.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I'm so sorry, Claire.
Are you sprinting with us, Claire, or are you just stopping to say hi? Because I know you have like 5 books to finish. Jesus. I finally found someone who has crazier goals than me for November, and I'm really happy.
Yeah, it's nice to
And
know
that's
that you're
Claire.
not the craziest one.
Yeah, it's always, I mean, it stimulates me to get to a crazier point in the future, which is exactly the type of unhealthy thing I should stay away from, but you know. I quit carbs. That's enough healthy decisions for me.
I feel like that's a valid point.
I feel that you're encouraging me way too much, Sarah.
That's quitting carbs is horrible. Oh man, and I have to do it again soon. But
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to that. I tried to do that. I mean, I started doing that about 2.5 to 3 years ago, but I always fall off the wagon somehow.
Yeah.
Every couple of weeks of months, actually, I fall off the wagon badly, and it's really bad around the holidays.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet.
Because I mean, I can say no to pretty much anything, but there's this traditional pastry that they make in Romania, also Bulgaria and other countries. It's called cozonac. It's pretty much sweet bread with filling, and it looks like a loaf of bread. And it's freaking delicious. And if anybody tries to take that away from me, I'm going to murder them.
Yeah, that's I have a cookies thing, and there's never cookies around me, but at Christmas time people give me cookies and I'm like, well, now I have to eat all of the cookies. Like,
Exactly.
Carissa sent me cookies a couple weeks ago, and I made my mom take some, and I made my stepdaughter eat some, and because otherwise I'll just eat all of the cookies. Like, I don't care. I will just eat them all.
There were
Sounds
quite a
like-
few cookies in there too.
Yeah. Yeah, so I made
Okay.
other people take some.
Yeah, no, sounds like something I do. By the way, Jasmine has already written 2,850 words. And
Yeah,
she's been
only
awake
been up
for 2
2
hours.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy.
That's crazy.
I've been awake
Yeah,
for
she's
7
fucking
hours. And I wrote 500 words.
That's all right.
That's
We're going to
embarrassing.
kick that in the ass.
Yeah, obviously. Or not, and that's fine too. As long as I write something, I'm happy. I'm hoping I don't have to stay up until 3 a.m. again to finish my.
Yeah, I hope not.
That would be a. Okay, so we've got 2 minutes to go, and I'm already terrified of this sprint. I mean, when I'm tired, yeah, I know. I make weird typos when I'm tired, and it's the type of typos that when I get my edits back, I see like laughing emoticons from my editor.
Oh
and
my.
I've already made it in her top funniest typos ever. I think I have the first 3 positions in a top 5. And I keep outplaying myself, which is, yeah, great. And then I see the typos and I go like, what the hell was I thinking? It's pretty much Romanian. And she's nice about it because she goes like, I don't know if this is a typos. Romanians actually drink beers instead of beer. So I thought I should ask you. But yeah, it's funny. I love edits. Jasmine, I woke up motivated as well, but then I lost that motivation when I realized coffee wasn't doing it for me. So,
Yeah.
okay, so let's go. I'm
It's
starting
fine.
the timer now, and we're. Oh, god damn, stupid tablet. Where I go? 20 minutes, people. Let's sprint.
Okay.
I've got no clue what that is. started the timer for the break. Okay, how did everyone do?
At 664.
That's good.
I got 522.
Woo!
Nice going, guys. Oh, seriously. I have 845.
Look at you.
Nice.
I got the least amount. I got 497.
It's still pretty good.
It is. I'm
Yeah.
happy with it.
Let me check what the guys in the chat did. Nice. Claire did 701.
Yeah. Jasmine is tearing it up.
Yeah, she says
She's at 3,100 today.
Yeah, and she started at what, 22 something?
I think it was 28.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's having a good day.
Yep, she is. So we're starting another 20-minute sprint in about 8.5 minutes. So I hope you guys join us again. I was writing a scene where the characters fought. So I think that's why it went so nicely, because apparently I like writing people that swear at each other.
Swear words are really my go-to, so they're pretty easy for me to pull up.
Yeah. And I stopped right before the big kiss, so that should be interesting.
Dun dun dun.
God damn it. I can't believe I'm like 12,000 words in and I have no clue for a title. I'm hopeless. I'm just... Hey, Christoph. No, it's definitely not too late to join. We're starting a new sprint in about 8 minutes, so feel free to join us.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Amber. Nice to see you. She says she's going to catch up on Sunday. Thanks for covering the chat part, Sarah. I appreciate that.
Uh-huh.
I forget I can
I'm
also
distractible and yeah. Yeah, I can't stay focused, so it works out pretty well.
Oh my God, are those donuts
Yep.
that I'm saying? Oh my God. You know what? I'll be back in a second. I'm going to get some cookies.
Oh no.
Yep. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what's really funny is that I apparently have sugar-free coffee creamer. Because that's useful.
Nice.
I'm going to eat 2 donuts, but I'm going to use sugar-free coffee creamer.
Hey, you know, that's a few cards less.
Well,
So
also
you
the
dump
other...
donuts into the coffee.
I really was considering doing that. And then I thought it would look like I was being an ass on the stream. Like I'm over here like, look at me and my coffee and my donuts. Isn't it wonderful?
I got something moderately healthy, so...
Hey. I have a peanut butter cookie recipe that has basically no carbs that I'll shoot you later.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're super good. I actually make them when I'm carbing too. They're that good.
That's cool. The thing is, there are a lot of recipes that have all kinds of flours.
Yeah.
The only problem is most of the ingredients I can't find in Romania, and that's freaking disappointing.
Yeah, see, this one's just like eggs, fake sweetener, peanut butter, and vanilla.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's like nothing that's terribly hard to get your hands on. Because I don't go to like specialty stores or anything. Like I go to the grocery store that's closest to me.
We don't really have specialty stores. I mean, I looked for like a week to find some sugar-free cocoa.
Yeah.
Like the cocoa powder. Everything was filled with sugar.
Yeah, I don't know why they fill everything with sugar before they send it out to stores.
No clue. Same thing with coconut flakes. I went to these health stores and whatever, and even those had some sugar in them.
Yeah, they like coat them in a sweetened stuff. Yeah, because they're super good without it. They don't need it.
Yeah, I don't get it. And the thing is, I found some from Dr. Oetker, which is not known as a really healthy brand. They're from Germany, I think, or Austria or something. And their coconut flakes are the only ones that I suspect have no added sugar, just because it's not on the ingredients. And if they have sugar, you're kind of forced to mention it in the ingredients because of EU rules and stuff. So,
yeah.
what's got 22K? Crystal. Wow, nice going, Crystal.
Crystal.
Oh, yeah, she wrote 2940 yesterday. She's at 22K. Holy smokes.
Wow.
Nice.
I feel so special being at 8,600 right now.
There is someone in my buddy list who had 30K this morning. So I saw that and I went like, nope, I'm not even going to try to compete.
Yep, no, it's so hard to not want to compete though, because it's like you get to see everybody's progress and that's not what it's about.
True. No, I have my goals if I do that.
You have plenty of freaking goals.
Yeah, I know. But I'm supposed to only be doing this for 6 months. So
right.
Not that I can.
Oh shiz. Now my cigarette's empty. I'll be right back.
Oh God. I'm sorry.
I teach piano.
Oh my God.
That's my jobby job.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's something I've done for 7 or 8 years, like on the side. And about 3 months ago, I quit my day job to do it full time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been telling my students, most of my students are under the age of 12, so they're pretty young. And so I've been telling them that I'm doing this writing thing, and I'm writing, 50,000 words in 30 days. And they're like, what do you get if you win? And I'm like, you get 50,000 words that you've written. But they struggle with that competition idea too. Like, do you beat other people? And so it's not just us who are in it. Like, I feel like I should be at 29,000 words right now because somebody else is, or 22,000 or whatever. But I think just as a whole, we have a difficult time understanding competition, not from ourselves, rather than focusing on our own goals, rather than trying to compete with other people to be better or the same as.
And I mean, I'm naturally quite competitive, especially for a girl, because girls are not that much into super competitive stuff. But I was always, and I always competed with the guys on everything, like sports and stuff, because why not? I was an idiot also. But the thing is, like, I'm super competitive, and when I see people so far ahead, I want to reach that. And then I have to remind myself that not exactly healthy. And as far as your kids asking what you can tell them you get a certificate for winning.
Right. And that's trying to help them. Yeah, trying to help them understand. And they don't, especially the really younger ones. I have a couple who are like 4 or 5 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, you don't get candy or anything? And I'm like, no, but I think that they should give us candy.
You should tell them, I hate to break it to you, kid, but the second you turn 18, you can eat candy anytime you want to.
No, I don't tell them that. The one little boy isn't allowed to have candy at all. And
he's going to go so crazy when he gets to buy his own food.
I know. And, like, he's a funny little kid, but, yeah, he doesn't get candy at all. They don't get to go trick-or-treating or anything like that, so.
Is it just a health thing, or is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has, I don't think he has ADHD, but he has some behavioral issues.
Oh, and from what I know, sugar isn't that good. Okay, time.
Uh-oh.
All
I
right.
said, go, women.
That's right.
Go get your writing done.
Go right, everybody.
you.
Three more minutes. Time. And break has started. How did everyone do?
Woohoo.
I did 464 words this time.
Cool. Well, that's good. I'm calculating. 777. Lucky number.
Nice. Woohoo. Yeah, winner.
How did you guys do in the chat? Claire did 750 and Jasmine 400. Nice going.
Nice. Hang on
Crystal,
here.
Trinda, what about you guys?
930.
Wow.
Oh, crap.
Nice going, Crystal. That's freaking awesome.
Excellent. I got 494.
Awesome. That's pretty good though.
All right, I will be right back.
Okay, we'll be here. It's okay, Trinda, you'll get more on the next sprint. We're starting another one in 8 minutes and a half anyway.
Okay.
You guys still good for it?
I'm good.
Okay. We'll keep going then. Oh, her cats are fighting.
Yeah, mine do that too.
It's good that I don't have a second dog, because if I had one as big as Ares, they'd probably destroy my entire house.
Yeah. Mine are naughty.
I'm thinking.
I'm the lone one with
Crystal is getting pancakes.
I'm not allowed to have pets in my house, technically.
Why?
The landlords.
Why, Bill?
No.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
have
that's
2
lame.
birds, but technically they're not even allowed. Technically.
I'm sorry.
So.
All the neighbors' puppies outside. I want to go play with it. And it's all rainy and crap, and I always want to go pet the dog.
Mine just loves the rain, and especially muddy puddles.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to go into them.
Yeah, because he's white, so of course he loves muddy puddles.
Of course.
Yeah. And he has this knack when he walks to find all the puddles and walk straight through them. It's a weird, complicated pattern, but yeah, it's like exactly like small kids do.
Yeah.
Only he's never growing out of that phase. What are you doing there? Are you writing too? Huh? Sure. He's sleeping, bastard. Trinda, I don't want to imagine it. I've seen it when we were visiting his sister. I'm friends with his sister's owners. We met through the breeder that sold him to me. And we went to their place, and they have a smaller apartment than mine. And my God, the dogs were just running everywhere. And everybody would just stumble and almost fall because they weren't looking where they were going. And eating with them around, with the both of them, was awful. I mean, Kira, his sister, is nicer when it comes to food, but Ares is a freaking asshole. So he encouraged her, so it was awful.
He's a bad influence?
Oh, God, yeah. He's the worst influence ever. But, you know, I love him. I get into fights with people at the doggy park for him every day.
He says, Mommy, why are you talking bad about me on the camera?
He knows I talk bad about him. He knows he deserves it. He stole an egg. Remember, he stole an egg from the table.
He stole an egg, yes.
But he did it in such a stealthy mode that we didn't hear it at all. And yeah. I mean, he could do anything. Anything. He used to steal pickled tomatoes when he was super young. What's good about those? Like, what dog would steal vegetables?
Yeah.
In the morning, when he wakes up, he goes and stands by the refrigerator and waits for me to give him his carrot. Because he's a rabbit as well. He's a
weird dog.
Yeah. Most dogs eat veggies and fruit in their first year of life. They grow out of it. He never did.
Because it's delicious, apparently.
Let me check in how long we're starting, because Crystal was asking about it. It's so much nicer to do write-ins with you guys. I used to drive all the way to Bucharest to the local write-ins, but it felt weird. I mean, nobody there was taking writing very seriously. They weren't planning. They weren't planning on publishing anytime soon or making a career out of it. And I found that it was fine and fun in a way, but it wasn't really motivating. So,
Right.
So I kind of stopped.
I find in-person write-ins are kind of harder for me. I don't know if it's my self-consciousness or something or what it is, but the in-person ones are harder for me. I don't know why.
I haven't done an in-person one yet, so I don't, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that because I'm normally a people person, which makes me weird around most writers I know because I feel like I'm the odd one out.
Yeah. And that's the other thing is that people all have opinions, and in this internet age, people still don't like keep their opinions to themselves, like when you're writing and stuff. And like in person, I feel like they're willing to like tell you that they think you're stupid.
You're not supposed to tell me that.
Yeah, no, I really felt like when I said I wrote horror, I felt like they were looking at me like I was some sort of monster. Like, I felt really uncomfortable. I'm like, I'm not murdering people.
You should see how they looked at me when I said that I was writing a gay romance at that point.
I can imagine the looks you get, Alina.
Yeah, I bet you get a lot of interesting responses.
Oh God!
And then especially tell those same people that you and your boyfriend were trying to come up with a title for your book, and then watch what happens. They'll be so confused. They'll be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Oh, I took Mike to an author conference that was for LGBT authors and books. So he did fine. Everybody was stopping me every 5 minutes to tell me, your boyfriend is really gorgeous. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm trying to convince him to get on one of my covers because then I don't even have to try. The book would just sell. So they were looking at me like, why are you so mean? And I keep telling him I'm going to base a character off him, and he goes like, no. And can you at least make him straight? And then what would be the fun in that? What would be the fun in that? And the thing that he hates more, I think, is that I always spot the homoerotic undertone of everything. And the problem is he cannot always contradict me because I end up being right. And yeah, that gets annoying. And I did that to some of his more favorite animes, and yeah, it didn't go that great. But yeah, it's fun. I like it. Also, nobody around here knows in my building or whatever what I'm writing except my neighbors next door, because yeah, that would be a bit of a scandal, I think. I love living in this country. Did I mention that? I'm still waiting for the day. Oh God, let's start writing. I still expect the church to come and preach to me sometime soon, by the way. Let's go, people. Let's go writing. Let's start writing, I mean. If my words don't make sense from now on, it's because I'm so freaking tired. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know how to speak anymore. But I can write. So yeah. Time.
I got 4:13.
How did everyone do?
40 this time.
What was that?
I got 540 words this time.
Nice.
I've got 792. And I'm now checking the chat pod. Claire had 815. Nice going, Claire. And Jasmine, 343. We've all done awesome, which is amazing.
Yeah.
You guys want to do another one?
Yeah, I'd be down for it.
Yeah, because I thought that will bring us to 2 hours of live streaming, and we can wrap it up after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
works for
Trenda,
me.
it'll get easier. You'll hit your groove. It'll come.
Yeah. Yeah, Trinta, don't worry. My friend Eme always writes max 200 words per sprint, and she just keeps on writing those smaller word counts, and she's released quite a few books this year, so it's not a big deal. Everybody has their rhythm.
Yeah, the idea is to get words on the page. It's
Yeah.
not, I got to get them all on now. I got to get them all at once. You got to get them there. That's all it takes.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I mean, usually I have pretty big word counts because I do know where my story is going, and right now I have this really brief outline of my chapters. But I've had days where I wrote 20 words in an hour, and that was still 20 words more. So I call that a win. Oh God, the beauty of winter. It's dark and it's 5:30 p.m. I
After
hate
tonight,
this.
that's going to be the same here too.
Oh God, yeah, because you switch from daylight to night, right?
Yep.
Well, it's been fun being closer to you in time. You wouldn't think it's a big difference, but actually it is, being only 6 hours or 7 hours ahead. That 1 extra hour is sometimes such a pain to schedule stuff around.
Yeah,
But,
I lived in London when I was in college for a semester, and
oh,
they're
nice.
6 hours ahead of Iowa, where my parents live, and so I'd have to call my parents at it'd either have to be 6 o'clock in the morning London time, or it'd have to be midnight, so that I could catch them before they went to work.
Yeah.
And that was, yeah.
It's a pain to handle that. And yeah, no, I remember the biggest pain was when I was doing release day parties or cover reveal parties on Facebook, and we had guest authors to just make the atmosphere livelier and bring in more people. And scheduling something for people on 3 or 4 different continents, that was a pain in the butt. Also, somehow I always ended up staying up till 3 a.m. or something like that. So I stopped doing that. It's not fun. Also not that effective, to be honest. It's not the most effective promo avenue. I mean, it's great at first, especially if you go as a guest into someone else's party, because people get to know you, but the payoff, not that great. So it's good to do a couple when you're a newbie, but after that, I'd say save the time and do something else. It's definitely more productive. But yeah, I was reading the chat earlier, and I think Crystal was talking about promo and having issues with it. I was actually thinking that maybe when we do the next author chat, we should talk promotion, if you guys want.
I'm fine with that.
Sure.
Yeah, that would work.
Because I was thinking of doing some videos on that as well. It's a bit of a thing we all fear. And I didn't realize how deep it went. until I started thinking about the mystery I read for Spookathon, Relentless. And I mean, the guy was saying something like, I would no longer be put through the shame of self-promotion. And I was like, what the hell are you ashamed of self-promotion? Like, what's wrong with it? Why are you all so mean? And this was a traditionally published author who anyway does a lot less self-promo than an indie, so.
Yeah, I sometimes go on conventions with my husband, and we'll have an area for my books. And people will be like, tell me about your book. And I'm like, I wrote it.
It's about things. It's got words.
I'm actually way better at presenting other people's books than I am on my own.
Oh, me too. Me too. I can tell y'all,
exactly.
I can talk about someone else's book for hours. In my own, I'm all like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
We should all give our books to each other and just promo each other's books instead of our own. That's how we do it.
Yeah, but you do have to learn to promote your own book. And I found it really hard when I started doing the YouTube videos because I could do anything, but when I was supposed to talk about the cover reveal or a release day, I always felt a bit weird talking about myself. But I think the Manuscript Monday series helped a lot with that because I have to talk about what I'm writing and what it's about every Monday, so it helps. I still hate writing blurbs though, so that's never going to change.
I always have a blurb before I actually start writing the story itself for some reason.
I hate you.
I'm sorry.
Do you also have a title before you start writing?
90% of the time, no.
Okay, because then I would have hated you forever.
After it's finished.
Oh god.
I'm still not sure what my NaNoWriMo book's about, and I'm 9,000 words into it.
Yeah, I know what it's about. I don't have a title, and the problem is this is supposed to be my holiday release, so I have to get it out by early December. And I think I'll be done with it on time, but I need a freaking title so I can get the cover started, and I have no title, which sucks.
I always think it's really uncomfortable to talk about my own books like the people I'm like on my videos, like the people at Reddit. Like when they do those ones where you talk about which of your characters would do these things. I'm like, yeah, but you don't know any of my characters. So I feel really strange about that.
Yeah, but the thing with that is that you do a sort of a short presentation of the book before you start, and then when you answer those questions, you pretty much start to characterize your own characters, like create a portrait of them and their personality. Yeah. So people find that interesting. I mean, I know whenever I saw the All Hallows Eve tag, I was super into it because I felt like it told me more about the book than a blurb because I got to know the characters. So. Well,
and I'll watch the videos, but for some reason I assume no one else wants to.
That's a wrong assumption. That's a wrong assumption. Yeah. I mean, I now follow a lot of people that I met through AuthorTube, and I hate it when it's the weekend and you guys post less, because then I just go and keep refreshing my subscriptions and there's nothing new to watch, and it's annoying.
Yes, I have that same problem too. I'm like, okay, someone who I want to watch, because there's a couple people I follow out of kindness because I know them personally or whatever, and I don't necessarily watch their videos.
Yeah, there's that.
And like, I don't feel bad about it because I'm doing my part to support them. To like, I'll sit down and like run their videos as a run when I'm writing or something. But I don't watch every one of their videos as they come out. And I'll keep refreshing. Like, I want to see one of the videos I want to watch. So that's why I get really excited because Alina, you always post like right around midday. Almost always on YouTube. You always post about midday at my work day, and I'm like, oh, new Alina video! And all the ladies at work will come around the corner, and they're like, is that the lady you do the streams with? I'm like, yes, that's the lady I do the streams with.
Yeah, no, I get them all in the morning. So I have my time slot from 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. when I drink my second cup of coffee and I watch YouTube videos. That's what I do. And by the way, Claire, if you're still around, I'm looking at you now. You said you'll do more videos. Oh, by the way, time for our last
Uh-oh.
So
Oh, writing,
let's
writing.
get writing. I actually forgot to press the stupid timer, so we have a 20 seconds extra bit. I'm sorry.
Oops.
Use that 20 seconds wisely.
I'll use it to drink more coffee. Thank you.
That seems like a reasonable use. Oh. I'll be right back, guys. I hit a roadblock, so I need tea.
Okay, we'll be here. time.
That was not as productive for me. But I went and made tea, so I mean.
Yeah, I got 770. So it was
Yeah, I
okay.
got like 331.
That's still good, seeing how you were off making tea.
Yeah.
820. I got 820.
Whoa,
Look at
nice
you.
going.
Wow, go girl.
I know.
46.
Let's check. And you, Sky? Sorry, I didn't.
546.
Nice.
Cassie got 854. Did Cassie beat you, CJ?
Probably.
Claire beat everyone with 910. Congratulations.
Nice job,
Yeah,
Claire.
look at that.
Nice going, Jasmine. 500 is pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do totals for this session?
Oh God. Yeah, because I didn't start until I started this morning, so yeah, I could do that.
I've been updating the Nano site after every sprint, so I've already got a running total of today's words.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
And I've done 2,047 words today.
Nice.
I got 1976. And I'm like 16 words from 10,000.
I got 3,184 during this sprint, and I think I had about 500 before that. So
Nice.
pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
all kicked some of the asses.
I'm trying to figure out how many.
I'm almost up to day 6, so I mean that's pretty darn good.
Yep, that's pretty freaking awesome.
I've done 2267 for the day.
That's
See, I
good.
told you guys I wouldn't kick asses all of the times.
Nice going, Crystal.
Fluke.
Oh my God, Claire wrote 5,000 words today.
That's
Holy
amazing.
smokes, good job, Claire.
Wow, nice
And it's
going.
not even noon. Oh, it might be
Well,
noon there.
where's Claire? I don't know if that's true for Claire.
That's true.
I don't know where Claire is.
Oh God. We did freaking good, guys. And it was
Yeah,
so
we did.
fun. I think this was the most fun ever I've had in a writing, except for the one I did with you on the first night.
You
Because it
don't
was
have
super
to say
fun as
that.
well. No, it's true. No, but it's true. Like, I never really looked forward to something. Like, I woke up at 7 a.m. for that one. After being awake until 1 a.m. So I was super excited.
Yeah, I did the same thing last night, so I totally understand where you're coming from. Like,
Yeah, no, it was super fun.
It's really hard to like kick your ass into gear though.
Yeah, but it's so nice when there's peer pressure involved, because I can make excuses to myself, but I feel bad making excuses to you guys, so that always works for me. Oh my God, it's 3 a.m. for Claire. Claire, go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to bed.
Claire, you definitely can sleep. We're all super proud of you. Go get your rest.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like everybody's done really well today. Like everyone seems to have been very productive.
Yeah, it's
both our live people and our people on the stream, on the chat. So I mean, I feel like we've.
And like, so this year I've got 2 people I went to high school with who are attempting Nano for the first time ever. And I've been doing like a group chat with these 2 people on Facebook, coaching them through them. And I told them that today, because I've done so many words the past few days, that after this live stream, I am done for the day. I'm not writing any more this weekend. I won't be doing any writing the rest of today or any writing tomorrow. But of course, I know myself well enough to know that if they were like, I'm going to do a writing sprint, I would be like, crap, dang it, now I want to do a writing sprint.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that I just told you guys like that I reached my goal for the day. I'm almost 2 days ahead, which is great. And I was thinking, oh, good, I don't have to actually write anymore today, and I can actually do the cleaning I thought about doing. But I told somebody earlier in the stream that I was going to be available at 8 o'clock tonight to do sprints. So
I know.
I guess I'm doing sprints at 8 o'clock tonight.
That's cool. No, I just calculated my total for today, and it's 3,719, which
Look
is
at you.
pretty freaking awesome. So
That's over
yeah.
your daily goal.
Yeah, it's over my daily goal, but I still have some editing to do and a bit on the rewrite project. And if I don't fall asleep, I'm going to write some more in the evening because I want to write more. I want to write less tomorrow. So
It's what, 6 there?
yeah, it's 6 p.m. now.
Yeah, so you still have time left today.
Yeah, but I'm heading over to the boyfriend to do some actual weekend stuff like watch anime. Because that's what people do on weekends, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
So I've got D&D in about 6 hours. My husband finally got a group together. We're going to play some D&D tonight.
Oh, that's
oh
awesome.
my god, it's so cool.
Excellent.
We skipped our D&D game this past Tuesday because my husband went on his road trip like early the next morning, and I feel like a drug addict who needs a fix. I'm like, well, why don't we have Saturday game this week too then? But like, we don't have game again until Tuesday, and I'm just like, come on, I need it. I need it.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Oh, by the way, for everybody in the chat, we're planning on doing these write-ins every week on the weekend. So,
yeah, so next week we're going to be on my channel?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do same time next week? I don't have a problem with the 9 a.m. as long as I know it's coming.
Yeah, no, I'm good. It would be 5 p.m. for me because we switch. You switch.
Yeah.
But it works from 5 to 7 p.m. It's quite fine. So we'll see you guys next Saturday at the same time. Yay! I'm so happy about this. I can't explain to you guys how happy I am. Like I found a nice group for write-ins.
Me
for
too.
Nano.
I'm loving this. This has been so much fun.
Yeah,
I've really enjoyed it.
And I've really tried, like, for an entire year, I set up all the Nano write-ins for Bucharest. I was doing them every week. And it was so difficult to get people to come and actually want to write. That was a bit disappointing. And I felt like I was the teacher
Alina,
with her class.
Alina, real quick question. Are you friends with Trinda on Facebook?
I think so.
If you are, can you add her to the group? She said she'd like to come next week and be on the stream.
Yeah, sure. Facebook group where we chat, and that's open to everyone on the stream in the comments. If you guys want to join us live, you're welcome to. We love it when we have a lot of people.
Yeah, so
great.
Yeah, Crystal says she doesn't have anyone on Facebook. Are you in the AuthorTube group, Crystal?
No, I don't have Trinda.
No, I think Trinda's in the AuthorTube group. I think I've seen her in there.
Yeah, she is. She is.
So we should be able to add her from there.
Yeah, I will add everyone if you guys are okay. And,
yeah, and Crystal said she doesn't have anyone, so I'd like to add them, and then we can all friend them.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Yeah, for sure.
More than 5 minutes. No, I have Trinda. What the hell? I'm friends with her. It doesn't show up when I try to add her. Her name just doesn't show up. Because Facebook is stupid. No. I'm not.
I'm really easy to find on Facebook. Yeah, so if anyone wants to look up my last name, because it's super, super uncommon, that might be your best bet.
Yeah, and Trinda, I'm sorry, I wanted to add you. That's why I remembered I had you on Facebook, but you don't have an add button that shows up for me. So.
Oh, Trinda's got a secret hidden add button.
Yeah, I think it's because we don't have friends in common. So if you can add me, that would be great.
Gotcha.
You can get me in the group.
So when this goes live on, well, it's live on YouTube now, but I mean, is there a way that you can edit the description with links for everyone's
I
Facebook and
already
Twitter?
have it. For the Facebook and Twitter, yeah, sure. Because I have
That would
your
be
channel
easier.
links. I have your channel links, but I can add our Facebook profiles, not the author pages, because I have my author page in the description.
Oh, Crystal already
Okay.
got me. All
Okay,
right, Crystal
cool.
added me, so I'll add Crystal to the group if I can figure out how to do that, because I don't know how Facebook works.
Yeah.
I'm such a Luddite sometimes.
I can tell you how. You have a plus button. Yep, that plus.
Okay. K-R-Y-S. There we go. And Crystal, you're added to the group.
Trinda, you're not hard to find on Facebook. You're just super private and nobody can add you. It won't let me because we don't have friends in common. I mean, I have the same setting. If people don't have friends in common with me, they can't add me. Because I already have like 3,000 friends and I get random ads all the time. So it's just a precaution.
I didn't know you could do that function on Facebook. I need to add that function
Yeah.
actually, because I get all of these widowed men trying to add me and ask me if if I need a life partner. I'm like, kids, go away.
Hey, Crystal.
Hey guys, just introducing myself.
Yeah, exactly.
If I need a life partner, I'm like, kids, go away.
Hello.
Hey guys. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you are now in the group.
Yes, I'm happy.
Super happy to meet you.
You too. You too.
Let me just try something with Trinda. It might go into her other box, but I think I can still try to add her to the chat, even if we're not friends. I'll just try it really quick.
How long is everybody writing for? Like, is it like 2 hours or?
I think the plan is to do 2-hour streams for the most part.
Yeah.
And then also, I do a stream on Friday nights, Central Time, 7 p.m. We have not added other people to that stream, but I'm not against that idea. So if you guys are interested in coming to join along on the Friday stream too, that's absolutely something we could do.
I'd be
cool.
interested in doing that.
I might be able to join your Friday stream in the chat, but I won't be able to join it live because I will be at work, and technically I'm not supposed to be on the computer at all. So
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I will join.
That
The
makes
thing
sense.
is, I can try to just sleep for a while and set an alarm at 2 a.m. and then join you guys.
Yeah, I don't want you to like ruin your sleep schedule to come join a live chat.
Yeah, fuck it, it's already ruined.
Oh,
I'm here. Hello.
Hi, Trinda.
Hi, Trinda.
everyone.
Hi, Trinda.
I don't know if everything's working or not. Oh, there we go.
Yep, it's working.
I hear you. Oh, there we go. Person.
Oh,
Yay!
Now, how do
glad
you
to
get
have
it
you
to
signed
show up this way? When I do regular Google Hangouts, it does not go to my YouTube channel.
You have to open it from your YouTube Creator Studio and set it as an event. So it'll be a live stream event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, because I was going to ask how to do that too, since we seem to be switching channels every once in a while.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's the plan.
I could do that eventually too.
That's the plan to have
Yeah, and
the,
since some of us have been
regular-
in YouTube jail, it makes sense.
Oh my god. YouTube sucks. Well, no, I take that back. It's okay for the most part.
They
until
really
they
pissed me
go
off putting me
completely
in
insane.
jail, though.
I don't like the changes that they're doing. Like,
I don't like the changes. No.
I'm
Yeah.
a book
Yeah.
tuber, you know, and sometimes when I do my book reviews, they're not letting me get paid for it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but how is it a copyright issue if I'm saying this is the author of this book and I'm just, you know, reviewing it?
Right.
No
right.
kidding.
That's very specifically what fair use is for reviews.
Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
But did you challenge them when they said it's copyrighted?
Yeah, I did, and some of them they okayed, but some of them they just still didn't like pay me for it.
They just demonetized
Yeah,
them.
they demonetized. Yeah.
What a bunch of
All of my
stupid crap.
videos have been demonetized at the moment because I don't have enough views, apparently.
Yeah, because you need 10,000
Yeah,
views.
I'm in
I
that
told Alina
boat.
I was just going to start playing her videos in the background on mute so that she can get her 10,000 views.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been
Do
doing
that for-
sometimes for some people.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
I do that sometimes too.
yeah. No,
Just play
the
your
thing
whole
is,
channel.
the thing is, like, I had ads, but then they decided I needed more views.
Yep, me too.
Yep.
And then they were like, well, we're not going to give you ads. And I was like, well, I'm going to say more swear words.
Yeah, that's another thing too. They're taking the ads because
Okay.
you know.
Jasmine has to go, so let's just all say goodbye to Jasmine. Bye, Jasmine. It's
Bye,
been
Jasmine. It was so
nice.
nice having you.
This has been fun. We've actually had an active chat.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It was awesome. It was
I
awesome.
love writing, and a lot of my friends are not writers, so when I like post in the writing lab, they're like, "What?"
No, that's true. Like, I don't think any of my friends are writers, except for friends I made after I started promoting myself as a writer. But the fun part is that my boyfriend is into storytelling, although he wants to make games, so it's a bit different, but still it's fun because we can chat about it and it's super cool. I didn't know I missed that until I had it, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Do you guys blog too?
I do. Yeah.
You
I
do?
do more blogging than video. I do more blogging than I do videos for YouTube because editing videos takes me an extremely long time. Like even a 5-minute video that I post to YouTube takes me like to edit.
See, I don't edit. I just record and post, and whatever
I need to be
happens.
more like that.
Yeah, no, I edit them, but it used to take me a really long time. But now I have my own little process, and it's working.
And my
it's
editor's
working.
set up the way I use it.
Exactly. And as for blogging, I have too many blogs. I have too many. I have my author site that has a blog. I have a book blog, and I have a travel blog. I used to have 2 travel blogs, but I sold one. So
Why don't you just make a tab for each section?
because it's different. They're optimized differently. I can't make the travel blog into my writer blog because that has a completely different focus, and I get sponsored posts on that. And I can't just mess up with those. Yeah. Plus, the book blog is just about other people's books, and my author blog is about me as an author.
Yeah.
So we don't really mash. I don't mind it. I've been quiet on all of them because I was too busy doing Vlogtober. So.
Yeah, that was a whole thing.
Oh God, yeah,
It
was.
It was a lot of work.
That was insane.
I was expecting it to be stressful, to be honest, but then I had so much fun. Like, it was the best thing ever.
Yeah,
so
I had fun too.
It was cool.
Maybe by October next year, I'll have gotten my editing process down to the point where I can attempt Vlogtober myself without feeling like I'm dying every day.
There were definitely nights where I'm like, I could go to bed right now, and I'm like, oh no, I can't.
Well, the thing is, like in October, when I was super sick, I would skip writing because my brain wasn't working enough for me to write, but I would not skip on my videos. Because there's just editing. I mean, they were pre-filmed. I couldn't just justify not editing because that didn't take a lot of brain work to do. So, yeah.
Right, and you told people that you were going to post a video every day, so like they're looking for a video every day.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like
that was
nobody knows if I
Where's
wrote
Alina's
or not.
video?
Yeah. I mean, it went better than I had hoped, and in the end, it was a really good morale boost because with all the health issues and everything else that went wrong, and I wasn't sure I was going to pull off my release. The moment I saw I got this part done, Vlogtober went fine with no major glitches, that was like a great boost for my morale. So
yeah, I was definitely really proud of myself and ready to like slay some nano, because I was like, I did this crap I certainly wasn't ready to do. Like, there was no reason I should have taken on Vlogtober on paper. It made no sense.
Me either. There was no reason I was going to take the 100K challenge, but I still did it. And I upped my number of videos per week because I'm a freaking moron. But
you just like to stretch yourself and push yourself hard. Right?
I mean, I always set up these crazy goals, and then if I achieve half of that, I'm doing pretty great. But with Nano this year, it's like I want to push myself harder so that I can actually get a break in December, have a real break for Christmas.
Right.
So I'm really trying hard to do that. It will go. I mean, so far it's been great. Yesterday was a struggle because there were so many errands I hadn't planned for that had to be done yesterday. So I did them, and then it was evening and I hadn't written much, and I was considering just going to bed, and then I said, nope, not going to bed until I finish. Like, I'm going to do this. And then you guys were going to stream, and I thought if I set the goal to watch you guys stream, that would be fun enough that I'll stay up and write, which I did. So
Nice.
yeah. So thank you for streaming last night. It was great.
Yeah.
It helped me out a lot.
Yeah, I'm glad it helped somebody. I felt really lost when we first started. I was like, I don't know if I can write anything.
But you did.
Yep.
So Sarah, is your story coming to you now the more that you write, like figuring out what it's about?
Yeah, I just don't, I'm 10,000 words into it. And so like I have like an inciting incident and stuff. And I've got like I know where it is right now. I just don't know where it's going.
Okay.
So, and that's usually where I'm at about now. So I'm not too worried about it, but I'm a little bit lost.
You'll find your way.
Yeah, I'll get there eventually.
You'll end up writing a solution for yourself. So
yeah, that's usually how it goes.
This is my amount of outlining I do per chapter. So it's about 3 or 4 lines.
You are better than me. Let me show you what I have. That's it. Death, prison, that's it.
Yeah, usually I don't do any kind of outlining. I mean, I have it outlined in my head. I can see it going from start to finish. I know what's going to happen, but I don't outline per chapter because it's irrelevant where it happens as long as I get that part written. But I've discovered that if I just try to separate it into chapters, it makes it easier to write faster, A, and B, it reminds me to start a new chapter from time to time. Because otherwise I start with an initial word count and then my chapters keep getting longer. So, and that's how this helps. But it's a basic outline, and I don't feel bad about it because I have it all in my head. I have my own little process that works, but just pensing my way through the entire thing doesn't really work for me. I don't know why. It's just not how it works for me.
Yeah, I don't think that's something that everyone can do. I think it works really well in small chunks for most people.
Yeah.
But I think what it is that I subconsciously know what's going on. I just don't consciously know what's going on. So I think that people who can't let their subconscious drive for long periods of time, I think that's the biggest hurdle, is that we don't like to let our subconscious drive.
Yeah, that's one thing.
It's a scary place sometimes.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And the other thing is that when I would just pants everything, I then end up with a lot of plot holes to fill.
Yeah.
And that was annoying. So.
Yeah.
But then again,
it also depends on how you edit.
Yeah.
Then again, to be honest, when I started writing when I was 10. And in the beginning, it was pantsing my way through it.
Right.
never outlining. I was constantly thinking about my story, but it was only a few scenes ahead. And I just went with the flow. And it worked at that point. But then as I grew up and my style changed now, a combo of outlining, like light outlining and painting the scenes, that works great for me. But,
yeah, I found that kind of outlining and pantsing hybrid works really well for me as well.
You're a plotzer! Yay! More
Yep.
plotzers!
Yay!
It's me. I used to outline like Alina does, chapter by chapter, but I found that as long as I have the main plot points I want to hit, like this person is going to die sometime in the book, this person is going to live sometime in this book, and like with this particular story, it's the last book in the series. So last year for NaNoWriMo, I actually wrote the last 3 chapters of the whole series during NaNoWriMo, and now I'm going back and writing the rest of it because I just need to know what's going to happen between.
Yeah, no, that works.
Yeah, that's I've been in that boat before. I've got so many started projects that have been kind of put on hold and been like, all right, I'm coming back to them at some point.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Artist is hi again.
Yeah.
In case anyone has missed him for like the past 10 minutes, he came to say hi.
My RJ is asleep on my favorite cardigan. And I'm like, RJ, you know I was going to grab it to write. And he just looked at me like, try and take it if you want to. So I just said,
Them fighting words.
yeah. And he gives you those, like, you know how pets give you their death glares? Like,
Yeah.
you know not to pet them
Yeah.
and mess with them.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
My dog does that when I stay up late. He goes in my bed, but he doesn't sleep on his side at the bottom of the bed. He goes up on the bed where I'm supposed to sleep. And then when I go to the freaking bed, he fights me for it and he glares at me and he wouldn't move. The moment we're both settled, he remembers he doesn't like sleeping on the bed because it's too hot and the leaves. After like 5 to 10 minutes of fighting me on it. I was like, what the hell is wrong with your dog? And he has this knack about sleeping soundlessly. Like he sleeps so deeply, it's annoying. When I'm busy with the schedule, he'll just sleep. And somewhere where I can see him, he comes next to the desk and sleeps. And I'm like, I know you're a dog, but sometimes I think inside you there's an evil genius of some sort.
Yeah, RJ is so human. He plays fetch and everything.
Oh, so does one of my cats.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he plays it with my hair ties, not even a ball. And I'm like,
My cat likes tinfoil balls, specifically like the foil off of Hershey Kisses is her favorite.
Oh, yeah.
And then balls of paper. But like she also thinks she killed it. So she'll run around like making this awful noise like she killed something. And then I look and she's killed a ball of paper. I'm like, good job.
Oh God, I was at the park today because in the middle of the day, my boyfriend and I take a walk because we both spend most of our days in front of a computer. So, you know, go outside and see the nature. And nature today was particularly wild. There was this cat that caught a dragonfly. And the dragonfly was still alive and the cat was just playing with it. You know, biting it here and there, hitting it with its point. It was just torturing the poor insect. And I was like, you're a vicious little thing, aren't you? She was looking at me and playing with her stupid dragonfly. I'm not even sure she ate it. I think she just killed it for fun. So, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
When I lived in my other house, we my cat found a bull snake, which they're not poisonous, they're big and ugly, and we lived, like, there were fields behind our house, so the door's open for any length of time. It's quite possible. So apparently she laid eggs in the house. She nested in our house.
Oh.
And so all during late summer, so she laid eggs in like March or April. So they started hatching as I was getting ready to move. in August and September. And my cat would like kill the babies. So I would find these dead babies all over the house. And the cat would be like, aren't I awesome? I killed the snake. And I'm like, they are baby snakes. They're like this long. They're helpless. They're really, yeah.
I think that one cat who wouldn't kill anything is my boyfriend's cat. She's so lazy that if she wants to get on the windowsill, she goes close to the windowsills and meows for someone to pick her up.
Oh, wow.
When my boyfriend told me about this, I thought he was making it up. Honestly, I just couldn't believe it. And then I saw it in their kitchen. I was like, wow, this is the laziest cat ever. Like, I've never seen something like that. And I asked, like, if nobody's at home, what does she do? And he said, well, jump on the windowsill, obviously. If she has no slaves, she'll do it herself. She can. She just doesn't want to.
Right, as long as you're out there to witness it.
So yeah, and she's afraid of pigeons. His mother feeds the pigeons, and they come to their window. And if she sees them, she gets scared and runs away.
Wow.
Yeah. She's cute though. God, yeah.
My cat is mostly just fat.
Oh my God.
She is. Look at this.
I will be right back. I'm gonna get my sweater because I'm
Oh
cold.
God.
If
She's
you hear us-
big.
And
if
she's
you
my
hear
very
us
angry.
fighting, you know.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, it's a huge cat.
Well, and she's
And-
lost some weight.
And
lost
she's
some-
super short. Like, she's like a petite cat, but she's super fat.
She was a stray, and she was the runt of the litter, so she like has this tiny, tiny head in comparison to her massive body. So she looks really
Tiny.
strange.
He looking at me like, wait, you put it on?
Okay. By the way, just a little announcement. Claire finally decided it's time to go to bed now.
Yeah.
So, good night, Claire.
Good night, Claire.
Hi, Claire.
Hi, Claire.
I don't know how she does it because she seems to be writing all the time and staying up late all the time. I just die, so
She's a machine.
yeah.
Maybe she's an elf. I heard they only have to sleep half the time. That might be D&D knowledge.
Or a vampire. She might be a vampire.
That could be it.
Oh, there you go.
She's obviously not a human. She's a supernatural creature.
Yep. Speaking of
There's
vampires,
my husband who's still asleep.
oh God.
There's my husband still asleep at like 12:30 in the afternoon because he's a werewolf.
Makes
They have
perfect
to sleep
sense.
to get their sleep to get their energy back.
Obviously, it can't be just people with different schedules. They all have to be supernatural beings because where's the fun in normal stuff? Like,
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you get too many writers together.
yeah, of course. By the way, speaking of vampires, I did a Q&A a long time ago when I first started my channel. Then I took a 2-year break. And I asked people to send me questions. And one of the questions was whether I was a vampire and whether I could do a vampire accent or a vampire growl or something like that. And I was like, you know, vampires are not really big in Romania, right? Like, I know we show up in all the books, but not so many vampire myths in Romania. But I would like to be a vampire.
Right?
Hey, if you become a vampire, make me a vampire too, okay?
Sure. Done. Done. It's lonely being immortal.
Smart.
Yep. You need friends for eternity, right?
Good.
Plus, if the relationship between the sire and the vampire they turn works, I'm turning everyone in the publishing industry, and then
Nice.
we'll take over the world with our books. So
Yay!
Vampire author cult.
yeah, that works. That's my backup plan, and my other backup plan is being the queen of everything, like absolutely everything.
There you go. There you go.
I think that's a legit plan.
Mind you, that includes stupid people. I'd be the queen of stupid people. And of cockroaches. But it works for me. Queen of everything. I have a diploma stating that I'm the queen of everything, by the way. Handed to me by humanity. So I have crazy
Is that
friends.
something you go to school for? The queen of everything degree?
No. No, you just do a lot of evil queenie things. Or annoy your friend. Like, this started with somebody trying to be mean to me. Like, a friend of mine was upset with me and we were contradicting each other. And at some point he goes like, okay, fine, you're the queen of everything. And I ran away with that.
It's been said, so it must be true.
RJ, you can have the bed by yourself. Out of here.
You won this round.
Oh, pick your battles.
He's such a bully.
Oh my god. Yeah, Amy, I could finally have enough time to write all the stories. Plus, I wouldn't need food because, so no money needed. It doesn't matter that the books don't sell. So.
And you can eat those people who are rude to you about your dog.
God, yeah.
True story.
Oh God, like this morning I had my earplugs on because I was listening to an audiobook and I was so happy about that because one of their daughters was just swearing at me, but I couldn't hear what she was saying, so I ignored her. But it's annoying,
like you think they're saying something nice.
2 days ago, I scared her off because I said I was recording her and I was going to make a complaint to the police and call Child Protective Services because they're never in school and they're only doing stupid shit all the time. Then I found out it's actually a school holiday and they're off for a week. The problem is the girl didn't know about it, so obviously she's not in school.
Right, so she just didn't go and it happens to be a holiday.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it worked for a while because there was another lady with her dog and she said, oh, look, she has a witness too. Who do you think the police would believe, us two or you? And she went inside. But she took her revenge today and swear a storm at me, and I was like, what the hell is wrong with you, kid? Like, literally have nothing better to do than fight with me over taking my dog into the doggy park, which you do not own.
I got this notepad from Barnes & Noble. I don't know if you guys could see. But it says, I am so writing this down. I thought it was so cute. I was like, I'm using this for Nano.
Dude, like I got peer pressured into making a nice little planner for myself for Nano. I would have never done it otherwise. And I went and I got all the stuff with the colored pens and pencils and everything and stickers.
I got this book too.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
That one seems cool.
It says 365 inspirations and writing tips. So the plan was to read, the little page. It gives you like a little story about a quote from an author. And I was going to read it on my channel every day. Well, I'm already 3 days late. So
you're rocking
like
this.
An awesome idea, though.
Yeah. I'm going to catch up.
Yeah. I mean, you can do like a few in one video and catch up faster. Do 3 a day or something like that.
Yep. It says like, in a time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. And that was from George Orwell. And then they have like a little bio about George Orwell here.
Oh, that's cool.
Stuff that he wrote.
Amy says she likes planners. Amy, it's all your fault. You with your 30-day, 90-day author challenge and the cute stickers and you it's your fault. That's why I did it. I blame it on Amy.
At least it's not my fault this time.
I bought one of those too, y'all.
Oh God.
And I called myself bedazzling it at that.
I have this one. So
Oh,
this
that's
is mine,
cute.
yeah? And this is what I did with it, yeah? Like, see? All cute and stuff. I would not be caught dead doing that otherwise. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
See, I've been using planners for years, but I just use those yearly calendar books until this year. And another writer friend introduced me to bullet journals.
Yeah.
And so now I've gone bullet journal crazy.
I know. I never got into that. I do journal every day. I mean, that's what I do. I drink my coffee, write in my journal, and then start my day. Bullet journals, yeah, I don't know. That never caught on for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't do it the way most bullet journals do it because I just do. Most people like to plan out their weeks and days, and I just use it as, like you say, to journal about the day before.
Yeah.
The simplistic style of it, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's cool. But I mean, it's the only thing I write by hand, and I'm not ready to give that up. I like it to be a bit long form. And I've been doing it since I was 13, I think, on and off. And I have an entire box filled with little notebooks that were used for my journal. So I've saved them all for posterity. There's nothing interesting in them, but I saved them. Just in case I get famous, you know?
Then they can be auctioned off for millions of dollars, of course.
Yup.
Or someone
Get
would
into the
just recycle them. Yeah. There's nothing
I
to
got
give
kicked
in
out of
my
my
story.
space.
Oh God! No. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Relocated though.
Amy, you should sound more remorseful. I mean, if you figured it out, it's your fault. Why aren't you more remorseful? Oh God. I'm really. I mean, like growing up, I wasn't ever so easy to pressure into doing stuff. Like if I thought it was a dumb idea, I never did it. But anything writing related, and I'm going to try it at some point because I don't know, it just works that way. So if like I saw people doing manuscript Mondays, and then I started doing it too. I mean, tags and stuff like that. I'm easily pressured into doing those.
That worked for like 3 Mondays for me, and then it was just like wah wah wah.
No, I still do it. I mean, I think I missed 1 or 2 Mondays because I had other type of videos posted. But now I do a manuscript Monday and the roundup of the week before in my full-time author challenge. So that works better for me.
Okay.
Plus, I stay accountable even when NaNoWriMo is not happening. I know I have to go in front of a camera every Monday and tell people how I failed at my goals. That's motivation enough. That's great motivation to just try my best, which is a little sad. I should do it all for myself, but no, because I'm too lazy to just do it for myself.
Well, and I think that everybody is motivated differently. Like I have a sister who is motivated by other people's affirmation. So if you tell her she's doing awesome, you give her a gold star, like kid you not, she's in her 30s. But if you give her a gold star for completing something, she's like, yes, I'll do it again, I'll do it again. And that's how she gets motivated to do things. Yeah. Some of us are motivated by guilt. Some of us are motivated by, you know, just whatever we want to do in the moment. So yeah. Everybody is motivated by different things, and that's okay.
My husband is motivated by someone telling him he can't do something.
Oh, I'm that way too sometimes.
Yeah. He had people telling him he couldn't make movies locally, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, F you."
Yeah, no. I used to do that, and especially if boys would tell me I couldn't do something because I was a girl. Oh God, like. it was a slippery slope because that's how I managed to skip uni for a month because I was too busy staying home playing Heroes. I was playing Heroes 3 and then Heroes 4. And at that point, I didn't have my own computer. I was using my boyfriend's computer, boyfriend at the time. And I had to, you know, make use of what time I could get on the computer. So when we were supposed to be in uni, he went to uni and I stayed home to play Heroes. If there's anyone underage at any point watching this video, that's a lesson of what not to do.
Stay in school.
Disclaimer, yeah.
Or don't. I'm not sure anymore. I mean, as long as you're learning, if you learn on your own and that works, that's fine.
Did anyone go to school for writing?
I did not.
I graduated. I mean, I went to uni for journalism.
Okay.
I studied journalism, which is sort of writing, but
I went to film school and got an MFA in creative writing, and I was so excited to learn how to write like TV shows, screenplays, and I mean, I'm glad I have that skill, but like, I couldn't find a job in the field to save my life. And it was just like so hard to get in. And I was telling my mom, like, oh my God, like, I feel like I wasted a year of my time getting this degree. Now all this money I got to pay. And she's like, well, just keep going. You never know. So here I am. You're still trying.
No, but the thing is, I never practiced journalism locally ever for a day in my life. Because the way it works here, you go to university and this was a state university. In Romania, there are state universities and private universities. And the state universities are the good ones, which if you have high enough grades and you do well on entrance exams, you get to not pay.
Okay.
So I went to a state school and I was super excited and they had such fun classes, but they taught journalism based on the golden age of UK and US journalism, which at this point doesn't apply anywhere in the world anyway, but at that point had nothing to do with how journalism was done in Romania. And I was never going to practice here in that environment. So I switched to PR immediately after PR and marketing after graduating, but I was going full-time theoretically to uni. And I was also working full-time from my second year.
Okay.
Because in theory, school is free, but all the books and paying for rent and stuff like that, that's not free. So I had to work. And it was fun. It was good because I found I pretty much got some skills that university didn't give to me because I switched immediately after graduating as well. So I don't think it was exactly a waste because I used everything I learned in my writing and in my blogging. Like I used it in my travel blogging and stuff like that, which paid off in the end. But yeah, no, I never practiced it.
Well, when you say it like that, you know, I guess I could say it wasn't a waste either because I'm still using it in different ways. But I guess I thought I was going to like, you know, be this famous screenwriter and win, you know, Oscar for best screenplay, and you know, my expectations were really, really high, and I think honestly it was the reason why I wasn't like enjoying the moment of the learning aspect. Like I wanted to hurry up and get finished so I could like, you know, be the best out in the world.
Well, you never know. It still may happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful.
I mean,
I will say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
I will say I have a degree in British history, which I had no intention of using for anything. The reason I went to school was because I realized I could not get a decent paying job without a degree of some kind.
Yeah, me
like
too.
That was the whole purpose of going to college was, okay, I need a degree. What do I want to study? And looking back, sometimes I wish I'd taken like a creative writing degree. I'd like gone for that. But I really enjoyed studying British history. It allowed me to study abroad for a semester. It allowed me to do a lot of writing, and history writing is very different from fiction writing, which is what I'd always done. And so you learn a different form of writing, not to necessarily convince or anything like that, but just expository writing. And that was in some ways intensely valuable. And I did enjoy college. I enjoyed college a lot. That's where I met Sarah.
Yeah, that's the whole reason.
Cool.
That's pretty much, actually, that is the one reason I would say that I valued going to the college I went to. Because, yeah, I owe a lot of money still for college. Yeah. And I always think, if I'd known better, I would have gone to state school because I would have had so much less money. But I wouldn't have met Sarah.
And I am pretty awesome.
Yeah, you are. I will agree on that. Modest too. And humble.
Yep. Yes, those things are always true.
So I did not go to school for any kind of writing at all. But when I was going to high school, they pushed the 4-year degree so much that almost every student is expected to take classes that will aim them towards a 4-year degree school. Hi, kiddo. And
she stole the show. I'm sorry.
And I had no intentions of going to a 4-year school. I didn't even know what I wanted to do other than writing, and I was told I would never make it in writing by almost everyone. They were like, there is no jobs out there for writing. So it was one of those things that I was discouraged against, and because of that, never did it. I ended up going to college for a program that was free for women to take called Lasers and Photonics, which basically deals with electronics.
Oh, that's so cool, though.
And the only reason I went for that is because it was free for me to go. I haven't used it since I graduated in 2010 at all.
Yeah, I have a political science degree, so there's no use for that anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, after film school, I was like, okay, I can't find a job in the field, so what do? Go back to school, right? And I was like, okay, I'm going to go for my PhD in educational psychology so I can be a researcher and still use my writing skills. And I went. I'm 3 classes short from finishing, but I ran out of money. So that's pretty much it's a wrap. And my mom was like, well, why don't you try teaching on the college level? And I was like, I've never done it before, but, you know, I don't mind applying. So I applied, and I just wasn't picked for it. So I'm still job hunting like crazy.
There's a lot of people.
It definitely takes time sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people I know that are applying for teaching all these online classes now, and they teach strictly online classes.
Some of them, they have you take like a series of tests because you have to be able to teach like not only the ones that you choose, like for example, for me, creative writing, but you have to also learn how to teach the general classes in case they can't find a teacher. And I failed so many of those tests. I was like, okay, I know I'm not teaching at this online school.
Oops.
Yeah, but that is super weird. I mean, if your expertise is in one field, why would they use it to teach something else? To me, that's freaking stupid. Use someone who's good at it.
Math. I was like, who wants to teach statistics?
Who wants to teach statistics?
Actually, I'm a firm believer that statistics should be something everybody learns in school, like in K-12, because my boyfriend is trying to go through maths and statistics and stuff for his programming. And the more I talk to him, the more I realize that statistics is really important, because there are all these studies that are fed to us, and most of them are either wrong from the start or interpreted poorly. And because people have no understanding of statistics, they can't figure it out. So I think that would be a useful skill somehow.
I don't feel like my statistics math class taught me any of that stuff though.
Man, no.
I don't think I retained anything from my stats class either.
No,
I
all I
college.
retained is that I hate it.
Yeah.
In all fairness, my boyfriend is going through statistics through Khan Academy, which Khan Academy has a complete different system of teaching maths of any kind.
Mm.
Yeah, they have
So
a
that might be why.
Program, like just across the board. Khan Academy is amazing.
It's freaking amazing. I'm trying to go through it. I think I graduated 4th grade math when I stopped. And I want to go through the entire math system and then go into physics because I feel like it would help me a lot to write more of the hard sci-fi.
Okay.
Yeah, that would.
So I want to do that, but it's hard to find time for everything. So now I'm taking it bit by bit and focusing on getting my writing done so that I'm ahead of schedule for once, then do my research for the mysteries I'm writing, and then go into the deeper sci-fi research. And, I'd like to do it all at once, but I'm still not a vampire.
Have so much more time if we were vampires.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just replying super quickly to Amy.
So I'm looking at your guys' camera when you guys talk. How do you get your name and like what you do on the bottom?
There's an extension you can add on the window that you're looking at. Are you you're on your computer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. On the left-hand side where there's all the controls, there's a button that says Add Apps.
Okay.
It's like a 3 dots, and when you click on it, it says plus Add Apps on the left.
Right.
You're going to add Toolbox, the Hangout Toolbox.
Okay.
And it's in there. The button is actually at the top of the thing, and then you type in whatever you want for your Hangout or for your tagline.
Cool.
And then you can select the color.
All right.
I wish they had more colors to select because there's only 4.
I do too.
Yeah.
I see. I had to install it.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long.
Yeah.
No, I did that last week when I joined Sarah's live stream for the first time. So.
Yeah, it's not too complicated, which is nice because when you get new people in, it's like, please don't ask them to do all these complicated things when they've never done any of this before.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God, I feel so, wow, we have people in the chat.
There we go. Pink.
Like on the first live stream I did, there was no one in the chat, and I was joking that there were 3 people watching, and I said, probably one of them is my boyfriend. I was joking, but then I realized I was actually right. And the other person was me because I had the chat open so that I could.
Yeah.
I know you can do that differently, like just pull up the chat and not watch the video.
I don't know how you do that.
Me either. I'll find out eventually.
Guys.
Oh, you can
maybe
pop
you guys were
out
talking
the
about
chat.
the left portion of the Google Hangout itself has that group chat button. And whenever you guys were talking about the chat, that's what I thought you guys were talking about. But that's not it. So I was like, where did I see people talking to you?
Yeah, no, that's true.
I got the chat on my phone here. Makes it easier.
True. But then again, I'm shit at typing on my phone, so I stay away from that whenever I can.
Yeah, me too.
I just no. and the things the autocorrect says are just outright annoying. So no. Also, speaking of things that are annoying, have you guys, whoever tried Dragon or any dictation from here? Other than Sky, because I know.
Me.
I have not.
Okay. So yeah, I was just curious what people felt. I mean, the most annoying thing for me is that Dragon refuses to swear. I hate that. Like whatever swear word you dictate, it will be changed into a blipped out version of it. It's fine.
Oh no.
I
Yeah.
taught mine all my swear words, so it actually does mine.
How did you do
You
that?
I had
taught
to
your dragon
teach
to
it.
swear.
You know how you train it to learn a new word? Like if you come up with fantasy names like I do,
Okay.
for each of the swear words as well.
Oh, okay.
Did this just turn into How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes.
Yes, it did. I love it.
and it's not even the fun kind of dragon.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because I got these cool headphones that I paid a fortune for, so the dragon would work better. But I just used them for live stream and stuff.
Yeah.
I did that too, but because I've switched microphones so many times, I have to dragon every time.
Oh god.
And I think I've confused it, so I'm just gonna have to delete my profile and start over because it's not. It keeps thinking I'm saying we or will over and over again for every other word, and I'm just like, I don't even use those words that often.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's fun. Oh god. Oh my god, it's 7 p.m. here.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked for another hour.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I'll have to wrap this up because
Okay.
thinking this will be a 2-hour live stream. I'm not going to make that mistake again. But it's okay. But first of all, thank you everyone for joining me and for agreeing to this idea. And like we said, we're meeting up again on Sarah's channel next week.
Yep.
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 And
Same
after
bat
that,
time.
What
and we
time
can
was
discuss.
that? Sorry.
It's 9 a.m. Central,
Oh.
so 10 Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah,
on
Alina
Saturday.
shared a really cool link that does the world times.
Yeah. WorldTimeBuddy.com.
Chat. Can you?
Yeah,
Thank
I don't
you.
know
Yeah,
where you
I
get
can.
that, Alina, but you need to share that with me too so that I can figure out how that thing works too, because that's neat.
I'll give you the link to it in the Facebook chat
Okay.
so that everybody has it. It's really useful because you can just set the time for all time zones involved and it's just easy. Plus it has the different days when people switch to and from daylight saving.
Oh,
So
that sounds awesome.
Oh, that's nice.
That's why I thought I was an
yesterday.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I was a complete idiot for not checking last time because I was convinced it would happen later. And yeah, never mind.
Things happen. It's not a big deal.
We won't talk about how I was 40 minutes late to the live stream, right?
Nope.
I saw nothing.
Yeah, it never happened. It's not like it's on video on YouTube for posterity. It
Right.
never happened. Yeah. Okay, so I will take us offline. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay.
Hope everyone is
Bye,
having
guys.
a great time
Bye.
writing.
Good luck
Bye.
writing.
Thank you.